Coach, you got a number of key contributions from guys down the stretch. How pleased were you with your group's fourth quarter performance?
Very pleased with the way that these guys played, pulling for each other. Say it over and over again. By committee, 7 guys in double figures. But then there was just the little small things that we did down the stretch. I thought that was very good of our guys to communicate the right things, the coverages we were in, knowing that these guys were looking to attack and get to that three-point line. I thought our guys did a very good job of that tonight.
Boston had a couple different runs at a couple starts of some quarters, but you guys continued to fight. What did you like about the way your team fought tonight, despite what Boston did?
Never overreacted. I think that's going to be key for us. Teams are going to go on runs, 48-minute game. There's going to be things that happen within that game, but our guys' ability to keep poise, to keep their focus, to communicate the way that they were in those huddles with one another, I think those are going to be key for this group just to continue to grow and get better, and even on runs with the other teams.
Coach, 28 assists in the game, 7 guys double figure. Is that what you have to take for you guys to start winning games in a consistent way? And what do you see down the stretch with Bane taking over the game? Do you see that he's feeling more comfortable within his role within the team?
Well, I challenged him to get 30, so it was only 28. If a couple guys would have made a couple more layups, we might have been better there. But no, honestly, it was good to see everybody chip in and then trust each other. It didn't matter who had the ball in the end. They were supporting and expressing who had the right matchup, what the right play was. They communicated those things to each other, and I think that's so important that they celebrate each other's success no matter what. Desmond getting it going, Franzi getting going, Paolo making the right play at the right time. Drawing a crowd everywhere on the floor. And I don't think people understand how much of a wake he creates when he has that basketball. So it opens up things for others on the floor without him even having to put the ball on the floor.
Coach, how do you balance the challenge of the stars trying to be aggressive versus the playmaking of passing up good shots for great shots, and how did you like the looks tonight? Because it felt like that was the common theme.
Did you like the looks tonight?
Yes, sir.
I like the looks tonight too. The open man gets the ball. The right play is the right play. I think, you're going to, down the stretch, you're going to go to those guys, and some nights it's going to be different. Desmond had it going tonight, so those guys trusted what he was able to do to make plays. There's nights that we're just going to go to P to understand exactly what he creates on any given night. And these guys trust each other enough to say that whatever we're supposed to do to get the win, that's what we'll do to get the win.
47% from three is tough to sustain, but to see that clip tonight against Boston, just what does that do for your team's confidence shooting-wise?
Well, when you make the right easy play, it's easier to catch and shoot in rhythm. And I think that's what our guys did tonight. Trusted it, stepped into it with confidence, knowing exactly what they needed to do. And when that ball moves the way it did, I think it's easier to catch a rhythm for our guys.
Jaylen Brown came out in the second half pretty hot, about 7 made field goals for him. When a player comes out with that mentality and he's hitting everything he can, what do you do to try and suppress that, to really try and find that lead again?
Yeah, he's a great player. There's a reason why. He's all-star, all-NBA. That's who he is, and that's what he's capable of doing. Now it's a matter of what type of shots he's getting. That's a team that shoots normally 48 threes per game. And so limiting him to the tough contested twos is what you have to do. And now some of them are tough, some of them are overhands, and you just have to tip your hat and work to go the other way. But if we can get him off that three-point line the way that we did, then you give yourself a chance.
Jamahl, you talked about doing whatever it took to win. Desmond seemed like his activity level was all over the floor. He's chasing down loose balls. He's even kind of forcing unforced turnovers by kind of running after balls and rushing and speeding them up. Mm-hmm. Can you just talk about his presence and what he gave you guys today, just outside of his scoring? Is this kind of what you envisioned when you guys got him?
Well, we've been saying it, since we got here, like what he provides to this team. He provides winner. And those are the little small things, like you just said, diving on the floor for a loose ball, picking his teammates up, when a mistake is made, continuously bringing guys in on the huddles. It's not always just about the playmaking in the pick and roll or making shots. It's all of those small little things that contribute to winning, and that's what he provides to this group, especially with his voice, and then he backs it up with action.
Come against this team, too, that you guys lost in the playoffs last year, how much did you not have something like this last season?
I just think that, what he provides is, that experience. I think those are pieces of, what not necessarily missing, but he provides that for us this year. The experiences, he's been through it, he's seen it, he's done it, and these guys trust and rely on what he's capable of doing.
Thank you, Coach Bones.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.